Welcome to Math 115 online, fall 2016. I am your instructor or your guide through the course. My name is Michael Boone. So I just kind of wanted to show you how to get started in the course and find where things are. Under syllabus, we have a syllabus. We also have a timeline, but let's look at the syllabus. Please make sure you read this. This will have some LR information, also some instructor information, a little bit of information about the course, the MyStatLab access code that you need. They sell these at the bookstore, or you could purchase it online. You also could get a hard copy of the book, but that's your choice. There is an ebook with the online access. We'll be using MyStatLab, will be where homeworks and online tests will be assessed. There is a breakdown of the tests. So I need to change this date. This date will be changed on your syllabus. I'm looking at the seated exam to be on LR's campus on Saturday, December 10th, I believe is our correct date. We'll have our final exam. We'll have online chapter tests. There'll be some discussion boards, some projects, homeworks on MyStatLab, and any labs that we do from the semester. Please make sure you email me. That's a great way to communicate. And so just give some information that you need to read through. But again, main thing, we will have a seated exam. And again, I will change this to Saturday, December 10th is the date I'm looking for. Also, I have a timeline set up. And it just kind of says when the chapter tests are due. This is also when the homeworks are due on these dates. So all the chapter 1 homeworks due on September 1st, and that's when the chapter 1 test is due. And again, this is online. We have 10 chapters we're doing, and then we're going to take our final exam again on campus December 10th. And I'll let you know times and location as we get closer to December. So that's a timeline that we have. Wanted to take you into where we'll be doing our homework. Under announcements, right now I have a place where you can get into homework. It's your MyStatLab access. And so you will need this course ID, and you'll have to create or register as a student if you don't have a MyStatLab account. And you will need that course ID over here. Everything else should be your LR email address you should use when you're creating your profile. But in MyStatLab, I want to show you, like, it has the homeworks. We have all of our homeworks set up for this semester and when they're due. The first section from each chapter is a PowerPoint that kind of walks you through what's going on in that in that chapter. But then there's homework problems from each section. So this is where the homeworks are kept, and again there is a test on each chapter as well, and there's one attempt. The time limit 75 minutes on all those tests. I want you to see where your book is located if you're using the online text. So we could look at section 1.1. This would be the exact same thing as the hard copy if you choose to have a hard copy. I don't expect you to read every section word for word, but you do need to skim. You need to look at the highlighted words, the bolded words. Especially the first couple of chapters are very heavy on the definition side. So please make sure you're reading through the definitions. So chapter 1, and we could look at any of the sections. Types of data, right? And this will look exactly as a physical copy of the book would look. So lots of definitions in chapter 1. Heads up on that. We also, in our MyStatLab, we have a multimedia library. This is going to be a place where you can get videos of the section. So if we were looking at chapter 2, summarizing graphing data, and I want to find all the videos that are available to me, I would go to that multimedia library, and there's videos from the chapter, and there's also, let's do a section video lecture so we can see those as well. So here's the ones from the different sections, and here's videos and exercise problems worked out. So this is a resource for you to get basically a lecture, and this is from the publisher. Now, there are also some resources that I'm providing for you, and they're under announcements. There's online resources. Now, a couple of these may be familiar. Khan Academy, it's a popular site. This will take you to the statistics of Khan Academy. Same thing with Taro's Chalk Talk is another good resource. But I also have some videos that are going over your exact problems and using the statistical software that we're using in the course. So I have YouTube links to almost every section that we're covering. I didn't put one for the first section of each chapter just because that's kind of a review over the whole section. In chapter 1, it's pretty much definitional. So make sure you're reading those bold terms in chapter 1. But these are links to YouTube videos that are currently out there that I've produced that go over your homework problems. So a couple from each section, so this is a great resource for you. The statistical software, let's go back to that, is StatCrunch. And so if you have a TI-84 and you're using that, that's fine. I'm going to tell you StatCrunch is easier. And when you're doing your homework, it will take the data that's needed and just plug it into StatCrunch. Here's a data set from the text that we could look at, but this is where we're going to be able to find some of the things that we're looking for: means, standard deviations. These are things that we'll be discussing in the course. So StatCrunch is something that we're going to use. I'm going to use, and this is how I'm going to show you to do some of the problems. And again, the information, the data is easily transferred to the StatCrunch site when you're doing your homework. So, and the videos will show you how to do that. So there's homework and there's tests, and I've showed you the due dates. You can check your grade book to see where you're at. StatCrunch, chapter contents for the book, multimedia library, you can find videos from the sections. Also in the Canvas, I'll be creating discussion boards for each chapter. So if you want to ask me questions, if you want to ask your fellow classmates questions, that's fine. If you want to meet with other students in the class, work on homework together, bounce ideas off each other. We'll have some labs which can be group labs. I encourage that, but again, communication needs to be forthcoming. You need to talk to me. Let me know how things are going. If you don't understand something, give me the opportunity to help you with that, either through email, through I can make a video that might help with those concepts. So I look forward to a great semester. Please communicate with me, and we can get through this and have an awesome time with some statistics.